any idea that anyone comes up with, how are you going to pay for it? And if they don't have, and if their only thing coming to the budget, think of this for a second. You have a $14 billion deficit. We already cut to the bone, shutting down daycare centers, shutting down, senior centers, closing youth centers, have money to build Yankee Stadium and the Mets Stadium and the Nets Arena, but shutting all of that stuff down. Now you come to the budget table, Palladino and Cuomo, saying, for this budget, I'm not raising any taxes on anyone but us. Tuition is a tax. It's going up. The transportation fare is a tax. It's going up. Clothing tax, soda tax, it's going up. They don't mind taxing regressively, but not progressively. That's why I say I can win this. There are 3 million registered Black and Latino voters in this state. I looked at the figures of the last election. The winner is going to get anywhere from 1.5 to 2 million votes. If I get 50,000 votes, we are a new party recognized by the state. 200,000 to 300,000 votes, we have leverage to say you can't get a black leader in the room, cut a deal, and think you got the black vote. You have to come see the Freedom Party, and we're going to be talking about employment for our people and the real issues.
Right, Charles, we appreciate. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there. We learning. This is class, and everybody listening. Now let's start getting to real questions here. It doesn't seem to be a large embrace, and you and I talked about this, from the established, quote unquote, black elected and unelected officials. Matter of fact, black power brokers. They've been kind of staying away. And let's just talk about the real. Because if you got a few of these on your side, those who block the door sometimes are worse than the people that's trying to get in. What's the problem? What have you been facing? You
know what the real deal was? That
the black
all of the black establishment leaders have told us privately, Cuomo's arrogant. He's leaving them out of the formula. He was going to ignore them until the rise of the Freedom Party, until Palladino started climbing in the polls. He was ready to take them for granted. He wasn't cutting no deals. He wasn't calling them up. He wasn't visiting them.
He's not appearing on any black radio station.
Forget that.
I don't believe you heard me.
I think we've called him several times.
Yeah. He was ignoring you. He didn't even come on New York One since he's been in the AG.
Wow.
So he was doing the Rose Garden thing. I'm ahead. Let me just stay in the background. I don't have to go to nobody. And where are the blacks going to go? They can't go with Palladino. He's crazy. So black people are not going to go with Palladino. They're going to come to the Freedom Party. Now, when we rose, and then it looks like it's a race, he runs to Harlem. 35 days before the election, he runs to Harlem. He was met by Omawale and
Tom McCall. He was there, right? All these
all of them running to Harlem. Now they're stuck. The Freedom Party comes up and meets him in Harlem with some of the Harlem residents. He shakes one hand and runs.
Yeah.
But look at this. He had an opportunity. He's in Harlem. All those black leaders that were with him, many stayed away. He had an opportunity to say, Harlem, this is what I'm going to do for you and all the black communities in the state.
Brother, he don't have to say, look, hold it, here's where I'm at. We bounce this every time there's an election cycle. When do we get it through our heads? You got the strength to put pressure on these people.
Yes.
What did Martin Luther King say? Sometimes, man, we've been laying down so long, getting up don't even cross our minds. And that's the sickening thing. Look at a black president and a black this and a black, and we sit here, and then look, we got to talk real. Cuomo is hard school. Look, his father was deep. He's been deep with it. They don't think they have to deal with us.
Yes.
Because we don't give ourselves the strength or understand our strength. And I'm just sick and tired. This is a great opportunity.
It is. And the point.
Oh, you got some?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
The point that you're making, to me, that's the key point. Because here, what's so crazy about this? We have the opportunity now to get some real power. Mm-hmm. If you don't have real power, because look at the black elected officials. And if they all got together with Latino, he was so embarrassing with the Latino elected officials. They endorsed him, standing around him, and then the reporter said, "But you don't have any."
I know we're gonna have to go to the phones, but I want to say this one little thing that we put out there a while ago, and people kind of took to this. Actually, matter of fact, somebody made some T-shirts and sent me one. We call it clutch poppers. You know what a clutch popper is? When you got a stick shift. you know, sometimes when it shoots down and you need to push it and you can, you know, pop the clutch.
Right.
Turn it over, you know,
right.
Go, and you drive.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
That's because you always had a Mercedes since you was in high school. Anyway, but those of us who had like Volkswagens and you know, so I used to always remember doing that. My man had one that the car would cut off and we had to all push it. Then he'd pop the clutch. That's what we are to the Democratic Party.
Right.
We sit here every election cycle. And when they need that clutch pop, we jump in and push them. And you know what? And they drive off. They don't say get in.
No.
But we so stupid. We sit around. We're on the same curve.
That's right.
They know where to come.
That's right.
Look, Negroes, we need that clutch pop.
That's real.
That's what we are.
That's why we're telling our people, don't let the black elected officials keep you on the plantation. It's time to get off and get into some liberation politics with the Freedom Party.
All right, Governor.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, and you can't be it until you think it.
Exactly.
Right.
Not only that, I'm sure they're listening and going to steal some of your ideas. So
that's okay. If they do them, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Let's take a few phone calls. We're coming up on a break. Let's move very quickly and take some of these. Let's go to line 8. Talk to Melvin. He's out of Harlem. Melvin, you're on the open line with Charles Barron, candidate for governor.
Governor Charles Barron.
Thank you, sir.
And hotep to all you brothers there this morning.
Yes, sir.
Brother Charles, Governor Charles, I'd like for you to speak a moment on what's been happening in terms of these new ballots, but more than that, where the Freedom Party is being placed and how it's being placed, you know, on the ballots, on the lines and stuff in order to, you know, throw this thing, you know, out of whack. I know there was a letter sent to the Attorney General,
right. Yeah. Let me speak to that real quick because that's
to face this.
Right.
I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah, that's critical. Attorney Alton Maddox is leading that charge for us. Man, they got us listed way down on the list to make it difficult for people to find us. That's a violation of our voting rights to come to the poll, to make it simple for our people to find us. They got us on line J in New York City, and then out of New York City, we're on line H. I was talking to people that said they never have you on two different lines, and it's way at the bottom. They got us in the box with another party outside. So they're trying their best
to confuse.
Alton Maddox is leading the charge on that and saying to Attorney General Eric Holder, he needs to step into that. And they need to make it simple and easy for us to find. They challenged us in court. Well, or at the Board of Elections with general objections, 43,000 signatures were challenged us. So, you know, they're trying everything to try to block us because they know that we're going to be successful. 50,000 votes, we're a party. 1.6 million votes, which is doable. I'm the next governor of the state of New York.
I like that. All right, 10:43. We're going to take a break, come right back, go express with these calls. They want to talk to you, Charles Barron. Governor Barron. Governor Barron.
That's right, brother.
I like that.
We starting that here. It's no longer a rumor.
Governor Barron on the Freedom Party line.